So, this is an interesting challenge in request of this on-again, off-again series I've been doing. And that challenge, as you can read from the title, is to say the good things of the American politician and runner-up in the 2016 election, Hillary Clinton. This challenge for me has been difficult since, for one, the only good things I heard about Hillary Clinton in 2016 was that she might be dying due to health problems. Also, that she has done so many terrible things that the only reason Democrats liked her in 2016 was that she was a she and she wasn't the he that was running against her. So with that being said, here are the top 5 positive actions of Hillary Clinton. Note, this list isn't comprehensive or is in a particular order. Number 5. Her actions for 9/11. After the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center, Hillary Clinton was instrumental in the first steps of rebuilding the city, helping to secure $21 billion for the rebuilding of the World Trade Center. She was also a leader in helping the awareness and medical coverage from the air quality that the first responders were dealing with at the time. She was even praised for her actions by Rudy Giuliani, the Republican mayor at the time, for her work as senator. Number 4. The work of the Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation, despite multiple accusations of being a phony, let's be honest, a lot of it is justified of where the money comes from and how it's spent, is, in fact, a legitimate charity that has helped hundreds of thousands of people with things such as the Development Initiative, the Climate Initiative, and it helped bring healthier foods to school in some places. What I'm saying is that if the Clinton Foundation is nothing more than money laundering scheme or a tax write-off for Bill and Hillary, it is a pretty good one at that. Number 3. She founded the Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families. In 1977, Clinton founded the Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, which is a charity for, you guessed it, children in Arkansas. It has helped countless children in Arkansas with food banks, education, and more. It's a good charity that Clinton has nothing to do with besides founding, which is good enough for me. Number 2. Her advocacy of children's issues. Throughout Hillary's life, she has advocated the rights and issues of children, first by writing a paper in 1973 called Children Under the Law, which talked about the changing status of minors under the law. It later became a highly cited work. Alongside that, she founded the charity I mentioned at number 3. Her work and arguments for the rights of children have made her to be considered one of the best scholarly activists of her time. She also wrote a few children's books during her time as First Lady. So with that being said, what could top this? Even though I said this list wasn't in particular order. Number 1. Drum roll, please. She is more fun to research than watching Fairy Tale. This is a message to the friend I made this video for. Look, I know you told me that I needed to be sincere in my positive opinions about Hillary Clinton. But I say this as sincerely as possible. At the bottom of my heart, I enjoyed researching Hillary Clinton more than I enjoyed watching Fairy Tale. Like, oh my God, the show, even from the first episode, it's just awful. Terrible. One of the worst shows I ever seen. I tried watching it subbed, and the voice acting was so annoying. Like, all the guys had this really deep voice, and all the girls were like, I don't even think real Japanese people speak like that. And then all the stupid cheap face show impression, animation shortcut. It's just stupid. It's awful. One of the worst things I ever seen from the first episode. It's just awful. Look, I know I'm getting quite emotional here, and I'm sorry for that, but it's just awful. 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 It's just awful. 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 One of the worst things I ever seen. Awful.